But Sis Felicia, she sung it earlier. And then Uncle Shepherd, Elder Wilkins, he came over here and he sung it earlier. So that was just confirmation that we're going to take a trip on that good old gospel ship. And we're going to send it through. Yeah. So I was seeking God, and He brought to me a story that I saw a long time ago online. And it's a story about an army man. And some of y'all may have heard it, but this army man, he was in the army, and he believed in God. And with this army man, everybody around him, all of his colleagues, everybody in the army around him, always scolded him and shamed him because of his belief in God and because of his faith in the God. And one day, everybody wanted to shame him again. Wanted to make a public, humiliation out of him. And they told him to go get in the car and drive the car and park it. And he told his sergeant, he said, "Sergeant, but I can't drive. How am I supposed to park the car?" He said, "Well, your God is going to help you." Trying to be mocking God or whatnot. So the army man, he gets in the car, he cranks up the car, and he drives the car, and he parks the car. And he parks it perfectly. And when he gets out, he sees everybody around him has tears in their eyes. And he asks them, "Why is everybody crying?" And the sergeant, he pulls them around, and he says, and he opens the hood. And he shows them that the whole hood was gutted out. So how you drive a car and park a car perfectly, it ain't no engine on the inside. It ain't nothing on the inside. So he was able to do that just because of his faith in God. And tonight, excuse me if I messed it up, because I was trying to figure out how to pronounce it, but I think it's Habakkuk. Okay, nobody knows. About 2:1-4. And you can just say amen when you get there. And in the second chapter, the second verse, it says, "And the Lord answered me, and said, Write the vision, and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith." And the topic that I'll leave with you on tonight is driving without an engine. God said that he has every piece of the puzzle. And if you trust him, he's going to put everything together. So as we go back to the story of the army man, we already know that in order to start a car is as easy as turning a key, right? But then have you ever wondered how or what happens up under the hood? Now, when you have a car and it needs fuel, what you feed it is gasoline. But when you have your spirit, and your spirit needs fuel, what do you feed it? You feed it the word of God. See, and just like that car converts gas into motion, your spirit converts the word into faith. Because Romans 10:17 says, "Faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God." Now, some of these newer versions of these vehicles that come, you can plug them up and you can charge them. And sometimes in life, people are the same way. We go to church, and we think that we can go just off the sound of the beat of the drum, and then we leave the same way that we came. See, it's a problem when people hear the word of God, and they don't flinch to say amen. Now, car converts gas into motion. And this is called an internal combustion. Now, with this internal combustion, the engines use a small, controlled explosion to generate the power needed to move your car all the places that it needs to go. So just like this car converts the fuel into motion in its internal combustion, the Spirit converts the Word of God into faith. And all we need is just a little bit of faith. A little bit of faith the size of a mustard seed to move us where we need to go. Just like that internal combustion, we need a little bit of faith on the inside to help us get from place to place to where God wants us to be. It takes that faith the size of a mustard seed to move a mountain. Imagine what it can do in our lives. And one day I was sitting, and And I was praying to God, and I was praying. You know, sometimes you feel far from God. You don't really know what it is. And you pray, you fast, but I know I hadn't read my word in a while. And I was praying, day 1 praying, you know, I still feel the same. Day 2 praying, I still feel the same. You know, just to be honest with you. Day 3, still praying, still feel the same. And the third time I kneeled down to pray, and God was like, go eat. Go eat. And I was like, and I couldn't get the next word. I even tried to pray, but you heard him so quick, go eat. And I went and opened my Bible. And I just studied for 10, 15 minutes. And after that, it was like, whoosh. You know, whoosh. You feel a little bit deep down on the inside that you could go a little bit further. That void that was there because I had not ate. I was starving from the spiritual word. I was starving from the faith that keeps me going. See, sometimes you're far from God because you don't believe, right? So how can you believe if you ain't got no faith? How can you have faith if you ain't got no word? See, God is saying it's time to eat on tonight. Stop coming to church just to look cute. Stop coming to church just to hear the music and see how good you can shout. That's fine and dandy. Everything that has breath, praise the Lord. But when you praise God, it has to be something on the inside. A change that want to come about. You can't keep coming to church just to show your outfit. Can't keep coming to church just to be with your friends. This ain't a meet and greet. It's time to come to church just so you can receive what God is doing in your life. Just so you can be where He has for you to be in His presence, to hear His word, to be on one accord. See, that's why we leave so many times feeling the same, because we don't come in expectation. We don't come to hear. We don't come to eat. That's why we leave starving. John 10:9 says, I am the door. If anyone enters through me, he will be saved and will go in and out and find my pastures. So God is the only way. Jesus is the only way. The man with the engine, he may not have had a license. He may not have been able to drive. But what he had was faith. And that's all he needed to get him where he wanted to be. He didn't go because of what was on the inside of the Jeep, because it had no engine. It had nothing on the inside. He went and he got to his next place because of what was on the inside of him. He had stocked up a little bit of faith for the next run. He had been eating something that gave him enough fuel in the spiritual realm to get him to where he needed to be in the physical realm. And Jesus did it. See, God, He loves making rivers out of deserts. He loves taking the most impossible thing and making it so that He makes it lively. How you gonna make a river out of desert? God said, I want you to see who I am. Habakkuk 2:1-4 says, at the second verse, it says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it. Make it plain so that anybody else who can see it may run and be able to explain it with clarity. For the vision is yet at an appointed time. The vision is going to come when God appoints the time. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. So the vision is true. Though it tarry, though it may take a while, wait on it. Because it will surely come. It will not tarry. It will not tarry. Because you have to wait on it. It may not come when you want it. And sometimes it may take a long time to get there. But it's going to come. And when it comes, it's going to be at His appointed time. Behold his soul which is lifted up. It's not upright in him. But the just shall live by his faith. So there's going to be people out there who know God is going to do it. There's going to be people out there who know God is doing it. But because their high-mindedness in their self, they're not going to give God credit. But the just shall live by faith. So those that wait on the appointed time, those that know that it may take a long time, but God is going to come back. And He said it's an appointed time. Make the vision plain, because it's going to be so. It may not come when you want it, but you know it's going to come on time. It's not going to tarry. And then it says a lot of times we may not see the results of our faith at first. A lot of times we can believe, and a lot of times it may not come exactly when you want it. Or exactly, Lord, I believe You said, if I have not because I ask not. I ask and it's not here yet. You know, and God says, we have to choose to trust. We have to choose to trust him even when we cannot see. We have to trust God when we can't see the results. We have to trust him day by day. As Mama tells me, trust him day by day, minute by minute, hour by hour. However you got to do it, just one step at a time. And then after a while, Mama said, you're going to be living for God. To trust when God told us to go this way and that way, even though we look so far from the promise. To trust when money is looking funny. To trust when our home is starting to look like a house. To trust when the kids is acting funny. To trust when the people around you and your job is still looking funny. God said, choose to trust me. When our life and we seem all burdened down, you have to say, I'm going to bank. You have to say, I'm going to bank. And to bank is the stock of something available for use when required. So this bank is what you put in the stock house, and you go get it when you need it. You go get it when it's required. So when you in those moments of faith and it seems like you're not getting the results, when you're in those moments of faith and ain't nothing happening, you got to put some things in the stock house. I may not see it, but I'm putting it in the stock house. Let me tell you about a little something about God. If he sees my faith and he sees me praying and he sees me worshiping his name and he sees me putting myself in position with my prayer and he sees me reading my word and he sees me eating abundantly, he said if I seek I shall find. If I'm not, the door will be open. If he sees it, want to put it in a stock house. You can't go get a loan for a house if you ain't got no good credit. You got to put some things in a stock house so that when the appointed time comes and the vision is made plain, that he can go in the stock house and you got all these things in the stock house. I don't want you to have a faith when I bless you. I need you to have it before I bless you. I want you to put some things in the stock house so it's available at your appointed time. When you're broke and you got some money saved up in the savings account but not to check it, you can go pull a little bit in a time of trouble. You can go pull a little bit. God, I serve you. God, I need just a little more. You can go get something from the stock house. It may not be time for your promise, but I see you a little weak. I'm going to renew your strength. And I'm not doing this. I'm not putting stuff in a warehouse just so I can get something from God. Just because I want something from God, because we are unworthy. We are not worthy of it, but I'm putting stuff in the stock house because this is my reasonable service. I put stuff in the stock house because he loves me before I could love myself. I put stuff in the stock house because the devil tried to take me out on that road the other day and I didn't even know God protected me. I put stuff in the stock house because I was supposed to be late for work, but because I was on time, I missed that car accident. That's why I put stuff in the stock house because this is my reasonable service. He blesses the just and the unjust. And John 6:51 says, I am the living bread which came down from heaven. If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever. And the bread that I will give is my flesh, which I will give for the life of the world. So make sure y'all eating a balanced diet so that you can drive without your engine. So God be the glory. Y'all pray my strength in the Lord.